What's up, everyone? Previewing tonight's game, Minnesota Wild at PPG Paints Arena to play the Pittsburgh Penguins. A big clash between two teams who need to win badly to stay in the playoff picture as they head into the All-Star break. Pittsburgh sitting in the last wild card spot in the East as we enter play today, and the Minnesota Wild just on the outside looking in as they are tied for a playoff spot with the Colorado Avalanche, but Colorado owning the tiebreaker on the games played grounds. So a big game tonight from both teams. Both teams coming into tonight's game really hot. Pittsburgh has won 6 of 8. Minnesota has won 6 out of 9. Nice. And both teams really looking to be firing all cylinders right now. Perhaps more impressive for the Penguins are doing this without Matt Murray, who is at home dealing with the loss of his father. Condolences to him. Tristan Jarry, hope I'm saying that right, projects to get the start net for the Penguins tonight. Devin Dubnyk in goal for Minnesota. What will be their final start before the All-Star break. So obviously, with Stalock starting on Monday, Dubnyk will get the start here tonight. And as I noted on zone coverage yesterday, Dubnyk has been playing very well here in the month of January, particularly at 5-on-5, where he has been league average at best this season. So having him play much better at even strength has been a huge boost for the Wild this month. And the Wild are also playing pretty well in other facets of their game. Noted the power play doing better, and the Wild doing better in the puck possession category, still below league average this month. But when you are the worst in the league in the puck possession column, you have nowhere to go but up, which they have, and they've jumped a third of the teams in the league. So that is a good sign for the Wild. And you factor all those things together, the Wild playing some of their best hockey this year, but they are entering a stretch of games now where they really have to continue on with this. And if they can, this will probably propel them into a very long run this season. And what Wild fans hope to be an extended run come the spring. But every game the Wild have here, I believe it's the next 5 games, are against playoff teams. They got the Penguins, they got the Blue Jackets, and I know they got the Blackhawks, and they have the Blues, and then the Golden Knights, who come here next Friday to St. Paul. Their first ever visit to St. Paul next Friday. That should be very fun, especially with the Super Bowl crowd in town as well as the Golden Knights. So that is what is on tap for the Minnesota Wild. They're opening a very big stretch tonight in Pittsburgh, but obviously not to overlook this game here tonight. You have to start getting points, both points, not just 1 point, both points, as the Central Division, not named the Chicago Blackhawks, continue to win hockey games. The Blackhawks losing Wednesday night to the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2 in overtime. So the Blackhawks do get a point, but they're still 6 back of the Minnesota Wild. And if the Wild can get 2 points tonight, then the Blackhawks are now 8 points out of a playoff spot going into the All-Star break. Not something you thought you would say, but it is a thing. And you have to wonder when the Blackhawks are going to start playing with a little bit of desperation, which is a frightening thought, but not a good hockey team there. But anyway, back onto the Wild. It all comes down to getting 2 points, and I've noted this time and time again. They cannot toss games away, and you hope that they play a good game in Pittsburgh tonight. Wild typically don't have their best games in Pittsburgh, although I believe it was either last year or the year before. They did win in Pittsburgh, so there is hope there. Anything can happen on a given night. And it will all start with Devin Dubnyk. If he has a good night tonight, the Wild are in a very good position to win the hockey game. Homecoming for Matt Cullen tonight, as Michael Russo noted in The Athletic, coming back to Pittsburgh after spending 2 Stanley Cup winning seasons here. Very cool for him. And as he hosted a bunch of Penguins teammates when the Penguins came to town back in October. So hat tip to Matt Cullen. Also got 700 points last week. Very cool to see him do that. So hat tip to him. So those are things that kind of be looking for here tonight. Obviously, Pittsburgh, they've got Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, All-Star snub, and Mr. America Phil Kessel, my personal favorite. Not one of us, former Gopher Phil Kessel. Always a threat out there on the ice when you're playing the Pittsburgh Penguins. So you will have to hope to shut them down and beat them with your bottom six forwards, as they can go toe-to-toe with anyone in their top six. It will come down to the bottom six forwards for this game. So that's what I'm watching for tonight. I will be back with a recap here on the YouTube channel. We will do it on the live feed, so do toss in some questions. You can follow me on Twitter at Giles Farrell, and throw me some questions there for the post-game chat. Or now you can do it on the YouTube channel there. There is a chat we can do those on as well. So I encourage you to do that following the game. 6 o'clock start tonight, so plenty of time for you to join in and chat before heading off to bed before Friday tomorrow, the All-Star break. So do look for that, and should be fun. So with that, we will talk to you after the game. Later.